Hello and welcome. This is Reverend Dr. Gilberto Rosado for our Bitcoin wealth building program. It's cryptocurrency. It's not just Bitcoin, and it's also precious metals. So we have the whole strategy that we cover. Today's topic is going to be about should you get out or not. There's a lot of panic going on right now because Bitcoin is going down, Okay, so we're going to get into that. I don't want no one to get offended at my attitude, but my attitude is grounded on the philosophy that we have here at Crypto Minds and the Crypto Bitcoin Wealth Building Program. And it's simply that our philosophy is hodling. We're holding. It's even the guys who are saying it's time to get out, even they're saying that, it will go back up later or in the future sometime. And so but that's the point, isn't it? And so see, this whole situation is caused by this investment mentality. And so that's what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about why this is going on and where the opportunity really lies in cryptocurrency, okay? So that people can get things straight. So let's talk about what Bitcoin's been doing. What people have been doing is that they're losing confidence. It's simple. This is all psychology, folks. Has nothing to do with anything else. Psychology, simple. The mentality that people have. A lot of them are skirmish or skittish. They're scared. They invested their money, of course. Again, in our program, we do not encourage personal investment. You're not going to invest your money in our program, so that's nixed right there. That's not an option with us, and it's not something that you should do, and not something that we need to do in our program. So we've eliminated that issue altogether in our program. And so what you have here is a lot of folks are just panicking. A lot of folks invested when Bitcoin is high, relatively high. So you invested a few $1,000s even in the coin, and so of course that's those few $1,000s cost you to get, and more than that, it costs you to get it. It's hard to replace. It's not that easy to replace it. Okay, so that's really the worry that's out there. It plagues this whole cryptocurrency space, and more than that, it's damaging, and it's putting, what can I say? It's a negative aspect or disparagement that's being placed on the blockchain unnecessarily. Now, I know you guys think of, they say, well, what are you talking about? I mean, we invested in it and we want to protect our investment. Well, you know that with our program, you don't have to invest in it, and yet be vested in it or invested in it without investing your own money. That money that you're worried about right now is money that could be replaced by the income in our program. And this situation right now wouldn't affect you. It wouldn't be affecting you. This whole Bitcoin situation would be lessened. In fact, if more of you would be in our program, there would be less of a fright in the market, and the downs would be less than they are now. Some are projecting even worse downs or lower Bitcoin prices coming up. That's what they're saying. They're scared. Everyone's just giving out that alert so that anyone who got in, at at this level or slightly below it, whatnot, they can get their money out. I mean, that's the ideation of letting the alert go out there, or the fear that there is. But again, this whole thing, like they say, they call it a bubble. It's a bubble. It's a bubble because everyone is investing in it in the hopes that it will go higher. And what makes it weak is the investment. It's basically the investment on what? On a hope. In our program, we're investing on a surety that one day, as even those who are panicking now and getting out, even they say that, yeah, one day it'll go back up. So again, if we're vested in Bitcoin or any crypto, but without investing our own money, the money that we're worried about today, then there's even if others have panic because they invested their own money, there still would be all of us who are in this program who are not worried. And so, that would create more of a buffer. And I think our program is really going to help crypto. But even personally, I'm not interested in helping crypto, other than the fact that I want the technology to be supported. And the technology is one that can really bring humanity into the future earlier, sooner, which I think we need to have been there, but we're not there yet. And this money issue, I think, is just a distraction, really. So, this program that I created was to make that less of the distraction, make it the participation in the development of this technology more stable as possible, because we're eliminating this personal loss issue within our program, and just providing still the benefit of an increase or a gain without exposing your personal finances, the stuff that you have now, the assets that you own right now. None of that should be put into crypto. None of it should be exposed to loss. And our program ensures that, because we create new income, and that income is what is involved in vested in crypto or in precious metals. It's funny, though, how some of the guys who are getting out of Bitcoin right now have gone into precious metals. They put that money into silver or into gold, and particularly silver, which I heard from one fellow, because he seems to, he understands that silver is a little undervalued right now. So he's still hoping to have a gain, at least in the safer silver market than in the crypto market. So basically that's what's going on. It's a thing, again, it's the program that we have was started in the precious metal space. I mean, my thing was always gold and silver, and that's something that I've always espoused, that should be a main staple of anybody who's even thinking about crypto. I mean, if you're in crypto and you don't have gold or silver also, I think you're being ridiculous. I think this is the whole point. I think that's the symptom, and you know that you are acting foolishly if you put money into crypto and you don't have any gold or silver. I think, that itself, you can self-analyze yourself. You don't need a doctor. You don't need my psychotherapeutic services. It's simply that's the evidence. That's all the evidence you need that you're not thinking right. Simple. So I think you really need to self-analyze. If you put money into crypto without putting money into gold or silver, are you calling yourself an investor? And then you call yourself an investor. And then you're acting like you're trading and you're investing and that you're smart about it. But you don't have gold or silver in your portfolio? See? So, again, you want to do things correctly. You want to step boldly, but you want to also step with some assurance. And that means that, if anything, you need to have gold and silver in your portfolio. It's simple. And right now, instead of trying to, look for that as a haven for your crypto escape, you should have been having that already. It would be a simple matter to just transfer the crypto into precious metals. But again, this is now, you have to make an extra step. You have to now think about that, and many aren't even thinking about that. It just goes to show. But our program was started in the precious metals. So it shows you that where our thinking is. We're thinking safety. We're thinking future issues that any investor should be thinking about, and not just speculation. Because speculation without a safety is idiocy. You're really just doing the wrong thing. It's dangerous. So you're being reckless with your finances. So here at the Crypto Wealth Building Program, what we're suggesting is to start with our program and swap out your investments. In other words, as your program develops capital for your crypto interests and precious metal interests, then you go to the degree that the program produces a swappable resource for you. You go ahead and you start swapping out your vested income, your monies, the ones that you're sweating over and worried about. You swap it out. You take it out. Simply just get out of it. So that the money is created through our program, which is extra. It's foreign to you right now. It's foreign to your pocketbook, to your bank account. It has nothing to do with your financial situation, right, as you see this video. Well, that is protected because you're removing it from the play. You're removing it from the game board, and you're replacing it with what you create in our program. And that's simple as can be. And that way, you can be in crypto, you can be in the altcoins, you can be in the tokens, you can be into the ICOs, and you can be into the precious metals without putting at risk any of your personal finances. And simply you can, if you're still looking to invest those monies, you can put it into safer, more traditional type of investments, which even include real estate. I think it's a very practical and very solid model for taking your money and having it work for you. It's simply, you can do a lot with real estate. Wouldn't that be a perfect scenario? You take the monies that you are worried about, it's all at risk and all this crypto virtuality, and you put it into some real estate. You say real. See, that real is very important. That real estate. Um, and you're still in crypto because of our program. You still be in precious metals also because of our program, and none of it will cost you any investment from your investing monies, and you can put it into something real, something more traditional, more solid, which is which would be a fantastic scenario. Right now, most of you are probably just vested into crypto, unfortunately, and and so you are in a precarious situation, a very precarious situation. So what you need to do, depending on whatever you're deciding to do, if you're deciding to get out abruptly, then you need to know, you really need to think about how you're going to do that. Because basically knowing what you've done already, you're going to want to get back in when the things start turning around, because they will start turning around again. And so again, what does that do for you? Where does that put you? It puts you at your risk levels again. So I mean, it's not even healthy mentally. And as a mental health practitioner, I must recommend against that. So, but you have to know yourself. You have to know yourself. So I would say that your best bet is to join our program and swap out your monies. If you need to take out your monies right away, then of course that's your decision. You do that, but then do our program so that you can get back into the game, regardless of what the pricing is, regardless if it's going up or going down, because our program works either way. It doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, when Bitcoin goes down and if it crashes more, it's great for everyone in our program. Why? Because the monies that are produced in our program buy more Bitcoin. We just buy more. And your portfolio increases while Bitcoin is going miserably low, if that is what's going to happen. So that when it pops up again, whenever that will be, you're in the money. It's the perfect way of doing it. You're not worried because you have your money. You're not worried because you're, hey, listen, with the money you went and you went into real estate. You're collecting rents. You're doing things. I got a lot of ideas. I'm telling you, you can do a lot of things with your money that are safe and will produce more and more for you outside of this space. So if there's an opportunity to be in the space without spending any of your money, why not take it? I mean, again, it simply shows the thinking process that you have. And if you're hearing this and you don't take action on it, it shows that you're willing to take incredible risks and not have a safety net. And that's basically what you're telling yourself and the world. But you need to understand that. You need to understand that when you do lose your money, you have no one to blame. Don't even try to sue anybody. Because really, it's you. You are the reason. Because you're doing things foolishly. I have to tell you that. I can't give you investment advice. I'm not here to tell you. I'll give you investment advice. But as a psychotherapist, I will tell you what's stupid. Something when you're not thinking and you're thinking recklessly, I'm going to tell you that. So that I can say. And simply, you're acting very foolishly. You may not like that, and hey, listen, but there's something you can do about it. What is that? Do the right thing. Simply do the right thing for yourself and for your family, man or woman. Do the right thing. And that is to use your brain. Be smarter. You can use a program like ours to swap out your income, your monies from this crypto madness, and and do something sensible while still be in the game. Simply, what do you have to lose? You will not lose anything. If crypto goes up, or when it goes up, you'll be in it. You'll be in it. If you see, you in this program, you have your first 5 months is a training phase and a qualifying phase. And what we do is we help you to create $50,000 US dollars in cryptocurrency or precious metals, whichever the program you select. So we help you to get up to that level, and it all depends on you, obviously, as always is, right? But when you get up to that level, you get up to any level, what happens is that money then becomes your investment, so to speak, into the crypto space. If you haven't invested that much up to now, it's a plus, right? If you've invested more than that, that's not a problem, because the premium membership in our program can double that, triple that, or quadruple that in the 5 months. And then obviously if you have 10 months, as you continue, you can just double on that as well. Another 5 months, you'll double. Again, depending what you did the first 5 months, you see. So you can figure out the math. It doesn't. I feel that most of you could swap out all of your investments using this program simply, and then now you're safe. So you're still in it. You still have the bitcoins. You still got your crypto. You still have your precious metals, but it's none of your money. It's not your money. What you have today, what you've been able to save from this crypto crashes going on, it will still be intact. See, that's the beauty of this program. You are good. You're good no matter what happens. No matter what happens to crypto, you're good. So that's an important thing that you need to consider. Obviously, if you don't have anything invested in crypto, you're just thinking about it, you want to learn about it, you want to see how much you can, scrape along to get into it, but then take the advice. Don't do it with your money, because you're scraping along with what you have now. Don't do it. Simply do this program, and then use this program to get into the space without sacrificing your sweat and blood, because you're practically doing that now. So don't ever just go by the hype that I should make this, I should stretch, and I should make this effort to save some money or to put it into the crypto space. And you really shouldn't be doing that. You really need, the crypto space is not a place for you to be trying to stretch your dollars so that you can get involved with it. You shouldn't be doing that at all. You should be doing something else. You should be saving your money for other real investments, real estate or something like that, and just use this program to be in the space. I think it provides a new person, as well as the expert trader, an option. And I think that it also provides the marketplace a little bit more stability, as more people stop trying to save their necks and are in it for the long haul. And this program helps that occur with all the coins, actually. It really will help the coins have a chance for permanency, And of course, those programs, those coins that represent advancements in the technology will have a more solid standing and a better response in the marketplace. There's always going to be investors. There's always going to be a group that's investing, that's watching it increase, and they're comfortable when it goes up and then a little uncomfortable as it goes down. But I think that our program is poised to provide a little more stability in the marketplace, and that will make a difference in crypto overall. So I'm very proud to have put this program together, and I think every one of you, expert and newbie, should do well and do yourselves a favor by getting involved in this program and making it happen for yourselves. See, I made this program for me, and I made it for gold and silver. But I did see in crypto a window. That window is still open. It will be available, still open for the next, I say the limit would be up to 3 years from you're watching this video right now. But you don't have 3 years to wait. You need to get involved in this program right now, because you'll need those 3 years to build up your portfolio in this program. I'm looking at crypto further than just the finances. The crypto, the blockchain technology promises to really bring our human society and race to great advancements. And so I know that the crypto space is not going away, folks. If any of you are afraid that crypto is going to disappear, you're sorely mistaken. And you're going to be kicking yourself in the rear end when you divest and not do anything. I think that's really, one thing was being invested in there the way you did, which was dumb. But then now getting out and just dropping the whole matter is also another dumb act. It's an act of dumbness. This is the beginning, and you're acting dumb now. What you need to do is to do this program. You can get out now if you need to. You need to save your money. The money you put in, especially if you put in money and you're seeing it dissipate. If you still have some gains, you better collect your profit. Okay, whatever profit it is. But if you still have some time and you're really looking to stay, even if you're looking to stay, you need to swap it out, because that's the sound advice. You need to swap out that money. And so the best option for you would be to join our program and have our program help you to swap out that money. And as I say, do something real with it, and the virtual stays with the virtual, and you'll still be in it. And when it goes up, when it hits the high that you're looking at, you're in it, and you will have the gain. It's just simple. But your money is never at risk. Your money today will never be at risk in our program. So you're good. Okay, you're good. So it makes a lot of sense. And so that's what we suggest that you do, expert and newbie. Expert and newbie. And obviously, if you say, yeah, but we want to always make a profit when we can get one, what you do with your money and what you do with the crypto that you earn in this program is really up to you. I'm just telling you what we're suggesting in our philosophy and the way we design this program. It doesn't mean that you have to do that, but because we're always, our program is so flexible because it's always producing crypto for you. So as you're producing crypto, yeah, you can take a certain percentage, which is what I would recommend. We have a module where we teach our members those who are interested, because you don't have to do this, I don't do it, but those who are interested, they can do trading, and actually take profits, make profits happen sooner rather than later, waiting. And so we give them some great advice, how to do that. And again, you don't risk all of your money in this program. You can put some of it, and you put that sum to work for you in that fashion, and then you can, you multiply the multiplied crypto creation that's already happening on your account. So you could really do that if you're really into that and you really want to do that. Yeah, I mean, you can do that with our program. But again, the same thing occurs. What happens? Whatever happens, you're safe, because again, it's not what you're worried about today. You're worried about that money that you put in to Bitcoin, that you took out of your pocket. Some of you are doing some crazy things out there, mortgaging and putting things, selling things, whatever. And you guys are just like getting into this at all costs. Again, you have to act more sensibly, and with our program, it's a sensible approach. It's a safe approach to this whole thing. Again, now the question is, how do we get involved with your program? How do we get these information? Well, basically, right now, the only way to get into this program is actually by joining another one. It looks different, but it's the same core of this program, and you can join that by going to classiforium.com/50K job 5D, and you go there and you sign up for that offer. It's an ad there at Classiforium. It's a classified site, and you sign up for that. What happens is that when you sign up for that, you can sign up for level 1 or level 2. Level 2 is the recommended one. You sign up for that, and then I'll give you an option when I contact you of how you want to be paid, because it's a paid program. So all you have to do is indicate that you're interested in the crypto, and you tell me which crypto coin is it that you're interested in being compensated with. And that's really basically all there is. If you're interested in precious metals, precious stones, something else. The precious metals, then you indicate that simply, and that's all there is to it. So right now, this is the way to get into our crypto program and our precious metals program. There is an ad being formulated now on Classiforium, but it's not published yet. It's not ready, but it will soon be. But again, you want to get started as soon as possible. So I would go there. I suggest that to you. Go there and apply for that and get started right away. Simple as that. So crypto, listen. You got my advice. It's the best advice you're going to hear. No one's going to give you this advice, because they can't give you that advice. They have no way of helping you do it. We have it. So that's why you're hearing that's great advice from me. We have the way for you to get into crypto without you spending your money, without you investing your money and putting your money at risk. That same manner is the best way for you to swap out your money from crypto, protecting your money and still be in the game. It's the best option. And it's the best option for hodling, because that is the philosophy behind this program. But even with it, while you're hodling or holding, you can take a portion of what you're holding. Again, it's not your invested money. And you can then trade with that. You can take a percentage, is what we teach for those who are interested in that, and you play with that. You consider that like play money, and you're going to trade with it and see what profits you can gain from doing that. The great thing about our program is this. See, what would happen today if Bitcoin failed? If the worst scenario occurred, Bitcoin went down to 0.00020, Satoshi, where would that leave you? That's the question. I'm talking seriously now. Not that it can do that or will do that, but imagine if that would happen today. Simply. Because sometimes you got to think that way in order to reason what's your best move. So let's go to the worst case scenario. They close their doors. No more cryptocurrency. What would happen to you and to what you invested? See that? Total annihilation of everything you had. And if you gave up so much in your world, the real world, and you made promises like taking out loans or mortgages and things like that, guess what? Those won't go away. The debt that you created will not go away. See, so you're stuck and you lost all of your investment. So that's what would happen. Now, what would happen if you were in our program and the same thing occurred? Bitcoin closed its doors, no more cryptocurrency, everybody lost their shirt, right? So where would you be in our program if you were in our program? Well, first of all, any crypto value that you had, right, is lost because the crypto isn't worth nothing, right? So that's obviously done. But it wasn't your money. In other words, you still have your money, the one you're worried about today and the one that's still in your bank and the one you still have in your pocket and that's debt free. You still have it. So that's one big difference. That makes a big difference. And the second thing is that you'll still get a check or you'll still get a PayPal payment, because of course we can't send your payment to your Coinbase or to your Kraken account or to any other wallet that you had in Bitcoin, because all of it closed off. All of it were obliterated, right? But you're still earning income from our program. It's simple. Oh, well, we can't do your Bitcoin, but where do you want us to send the money? Because the reality is that our program creates real money in the real world. And even if Bitcoin goes down the tube and all cryptocurrency closes its doors, you still got money coming to you. Now, compare that to your situation today. So, what is the way you're going to choose? What are you going to do? So, I can't make it more simpler. I mean, this is as simple as it can get, right? All right. So again, head on over to Casa Forum, look for that 50K job 5D. Don't get worried about the job and all that. It's only 15 minutes really of anything that you're doing online, and it's basically what you're doing already. It just has a purpose behind it and selected actions. But that's it. You're spending time on the phone now. If you're on Periscope, the time you have spent watching this video, you could have spent one day towards your $50,000 payday in crypto. It's as simple as that, So again, it's like a no-brainer. All right. So, and again, I'm happy to be able to bring that project for you all. There's things that we're doing at the university that we're looking at. We're looking at some research projects involving the blockchain. And that will and can be a major income producer for you as a member if you join us. That will be made available directly to, I'm choosing if it'll be for the mine owners only, or we can open that up to our pro level members. But we're doing some interesting things because we are really interested in the development of the blockchain into its fullest applications. And we're thinking very futuristically here. So if we were getting into investments, I would be the one to tell you, you really need to invest in crypto. You really need to invest in these blockchain technologies. But I'm not doing that. We're not promoting investment in that sense. But it is the reason that we're in the space. So even though we don't promote investment of your personal funds, we do suggest participation in the space. So that's the other reason for the program, so that you guys can participate in the space without investing without the risk of investing your financial state as it stands right now. Okay, so I think you guys really need to make a decision for crypto. You need to make a decision to staying, for holding or hodling as a principal philosophy. And for that to make any sense to you, you need a program like ours, because really it doesn't make any sense for you. How can you do that with your own money? It's like, oh my goodness, you are a sadomasochist. You have to be into S&M. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to be looking at you. All you guys who are still hodling right now, we're looking at you, okay? I think the cat's out of the bag with you, okay? You guys really, really like it hard, You like it very torturous. You like the pain. You get it with the pain. I think so, but with our program, since it's not your personal financial state at the moment, right now as you're watching this, it's passable, it's reasonable, it's understandable. Right? See, what this program has created is like a Monopoly game, right? When you come to the Monopoly board, everyone sits around the board, right? And what's almost the first thing that happens? The bank starts giving out the money, right? It's play money. You don't care. You're going to play the game, but they gave you play money. This is money for you to spend in the game and for you to win, for you to lose, but you still have your real money in your back pocket. And the only difference is that we're not dealing with fake money here. Simply, it is money. It will purchase crypto and it will be in your name. It's just simple. What it is not your present money right now. That's all. So that's the only difference here. And like I said, no matter what occurs in the space, your program's still producing for you. So, and let's examine that. Let's examine that crypto goes down to $1. Come on, let's do this. We're actually rooting for Bitcoin to go down to $1. You hate us for this. I'm sorry. You will hate us for this. But we're actually rooting that the Bitcoin goes down to $1. I'm personally rooting for it. You know why? So that when my graduates graduate, 5 months training, when they come out of their 5 months training program, and for all of our members who have already graduated and they're producing regular intervals of crypto purchases, when it hits $1, When it hits $1, those guys who qualified for the $50,000 worth, they'll be getting 50,000 coins. That's excited. I'm excited and rooting for them. 50,000 coins. Outrageous. Because fully know, and I can't say no, but I fully expect the coin will increase such a manner that all those coins are just a wonderful thing to have, especially given the fact that we didn't put money into it. We're sitting. So looks like some internet issues as expected with such a topic. But in any case, I mean, the internet's like the blockchain that it needs. Okay, so let me put an end to this, and hopefully you decision as soon as possible to the right thing. Reverend Rosado, wishing you a good day. Have a good day and do the right thing. That's all for you. Tom. Rosado, wishing you a good day. Have a good day and do the right thing. Sorry about just looking at myself here. Or at least Periscope wasn't the one giving. It might have been you, which I find weird.